In this video, we will be discussing about the funding rate. You have often seen this funding rate. If you can now see it, this is the funding rate which is going minus right now, and you have often seen it in futures market. So what is funding rate? Funding rate is exchanged between buyers and sellers. During the funding rate cycle, which is updated every 8 hours, the premium index will be calculated every minute. The time weighted average value will be used to calculate the funding rate. Now, if you have booked a trade and you are trading and you are going in loss, then that means that a very tiny amount of profit will be added to you because you are going in loss. However, if some XYZ person has taken a future trade and he is earning some very good profit, or maybe a minor profit, but he is in profit, so he will be giving in fact some profit to that person who is in loss. So it is some exchange between buyers and sellers who are trading in futures platform, and they are either in profit or in loss. The person in profit will be giving a very minor percentage to the person who is trading in loss currently, and this is done by the exchange itself. This is how exchange gives a very minor profit from the person who is in profit to the person who is in loss. Now, what is funding rate and how you can check it? If you go to coinglass.com, then this window will be opened, and by going and scrolling in this tab, you will find out funding rate. So by clicking on funding rate, you have the option of all the available coins, and then these are all the exchanges. All the green values shows negative funding rate, and all the positive funding rate is shown by red values. What does it indicate? This indicates that if it is in minus, the very first thing is that you have to check the funding rate of BTC on multiple exchanges, because BTC rules the market, so we have to be concerned about BTC only. So you have to check out its funding rate on multiple exchanges available. So if you can see it, then only 2 out of all the exchanges are having the positive funding rate, else all the exchanges are giving the negative funding rate. If it is in minus, then that means that bears are dominating the market. Who are bears? Bears are those who are taking the market down. If it is positive, if this funding rate is positive on all exchanges, then that means that bulls are dominating the market. If the funding rate is too much negative, then we can expect a price drop and a reversal is expected. We have to keep on seeing this funding rate, and when we find out that the funding rate is getting too low, then that means that we can expect the reversal now, because anything which touches the bottom is surely going to rise. When bears are active on all exchanges, only then there will be a reversal possible, and the funding rate can be expected to be positive. So now, as you can see, the 2 of them are still positive. So when all these exchanges will be having a negative funding rate, then we can expect a price reversal, or when we will be seeing too much negative value of the funding rate, even then we will be expecting a positive reversal or the positive funding rate. So this is all about the funding rate that you usually see over here, and this cycle revises after every 8 hours. That means that if your trade is open for more than 8 hours, then you are paying some minor fee to the exchange because it is running that trade for you. So hope this clears about the funding rate and how does